Have you ever felt stuck? Like no matter how hard you try, you're just spinning your wheels and going nowhere. I've been there. For years, I struggled with feeling like I wasn't where I wanted to be in life. I had dreams, big ones, but they seemed so far out of reach, and I just couldn't figure out how to make them come true. I remember one night sitting alone in my room, feeling like I was running out of time. I was tired of making excuses and blaming my circumstances. I was tired of telling myself, I'll do it tomorrow or maybe next week. But you know what? Tomorrow never comes, and next week turns into next year. The truth was, I was afraid. Fear can keep us paralyzed, unable to take the steps needed to move forward. I was afraid of failing, afraid of trying and not succeeding, afraid of judgment, afraid of not being good enough. But here's the thing, I wasn't failing because I was trying. I was failing because I wasn't trying at all. That was my breaking point. One day, I woke up and decided something had to change. I knew that nothing would happen if I kept waiting for the perfect time, because that perfect time doesn't exist. So I made a decision. I would take one small step toward my dream, no matter how scared I was. I didn't have all the answers, but I knew this: progress is better than perfection. So I started small. I began reading about the things I wanted to do. I reached out to people who had accomplished what I hoped to achieve. I took a deep breath, and I started building momentum step by step. And I'm not going to lie, it wasn't easy. There were days when I felt overwhelmed. There were moments when I doubted myself, moments when I wanted to quit. But I kept going. The key? I realized that success doesn't happen overnight. It happens through consistent, small efforts. Every tiny step adds up, every moment of courage compounds, and before you know it, you made progress that would have seemed impossible months ago. But I also learned something even more important. Failure isn't the enemy. Fear is asterisk asterisk. Fear holds us back from taking that first step. Fear convinces us that we aren't capable. But if we can silence that voice of fear, we can unlock the door to success. Now, looking back, I see how far I've come. I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm not where I was either. I've learned to take risks, to trust the process, and to keep moving forward even when it feels uncomfortable. And I've realized that there's something incredibly powerful in the act of simply moving, no matter how small the movement. And that's what I want you to take away from this story. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to wait until everything is perfect. You just need to take that first step, asterisk asterisk. The rest will follow. If you're stuck right now, if you feel like you're standing at the edge of your dreams but too afraid to jump, I want you to remember this. You have everything it takes. The only thing standing between you and your goals is the fear of starting. The first step will be hard, it will be uncomfortable, and you might not have all the answers, but that's okay. What matters is that you start. The courage to take that step is all you need to set everything else into motion. You've got this. If this story resonated with you, then I want you to do something today. Take one small step toward your goal. It doesn't matter how big or small it is, just do something. Then come back and share it with me. I want to hear about your first step. I want to celebrate with you. Because together, we're not just dreaming, we're doing. And doing is the only way to make dreams a reality. So take that step today. The future you want is waiting on the other side of that fear. Let's get started together.